Hi everyone. So today I'd like to talk about the life path number 3 in numerology, and that is if you take all the numbers of your birth date, add it up and reduce it to a single digit, and it comes to number 3. And also if your birthday is on the actual day of number 3 or 12 or the 21st and you add it up, you get a 3 life path. Now the 3 life path stands for joyful creative expression. So the 3 energy in its positive state is expression and the joy of being, like joie de vivre. It is very, very creative, and it needs to express its creativity through whatever art or science it has. So for instance, it's the people who can speak very well, who are orators, who are people who debate, TV personalities, actors, but it's also those people who can write beautifully, the authors, the people who write poetry. It could also be expression with your body, many of your dancers, people who do yoga, who use mime, who use their hands, who use their body to express, the gymnasts, the dancers, the ecstatic dancers, all of those. So it uses your emotions to express. It's very, very connected to the emotions. And it's a wonderful way to express what you feel in your heart. And therefore, in the positive way, the number 3 can really inspire people. It's the people who write these beautiful novels, who can put their feelings into words and can really inspire you through their work. So they're also very charismatic and charming people. You've noticed those people who walk into a room and everybody just looks at them. They have pizzazz, they have personality, they have character. They can say things in a way that just astound you. If people use the 3 energy positively, they can absolutely make such an impact in the world by inspiring people, by being a role model, by wanting people to be positive. They're very, very positive people. They exude self-confidence, they exude energy, joy, love, all those wonderful things. So often if you do have a life path number of a 3, it often isn't who you are. It is what you have come to learn in this life. So people that are very depressive or haven't learned to express their feelings get the life path number 3 to help them express and release all these feelings that they have inside. Now when the numbers also really beautifully progress. The number 1 was looking at yourself and how you relate to the world. Number 2 was, as I said, was very important for relationships, how I relate to you. Number 3 really is the number of relating to other people, but it also is the energy of friendship. Friendship is very important to the number 3. They like to be sociable, they like to have interaction, and often they like to be in the limelight. They like to be able to express themselves and enjoy it when other people interact with them. They often are also your designers. They have an eye for beauty. They want to design new clothes, they want to design buildings, they want to design structures, or love color, line, all of those kind of things they're very, very sensitive to. They very much love beauty. They can be the teachers of the world. So this is the very, very positive expression of the 3. And as I said, every number has its positive and its negative. And the negative side of the 3 is they are often so talented that they cannot decide what area of life they should focus on. So their focus often is scattered. They love starting projects, but it's not so good to finishing these projects. They often, because they are such social people, they don't want to be alone. And so it can be that they get very superficial and they don't look within or actually sit still. They have all this nervous energy and they have to do and be. And what about what is going on inside of you? There has to be some kind of seriousness also. So if your 3 energy is negative, you can be the social butterfly that flits from the one thing to the next. and that has a superficiality about it and don't want to give attention to the seriousness of the world, or sit down and really have compassion for your friend? Can you be a listener as well as somebody who speaks? So on the negative side, it is where you just want to attract focus to yourself, but not really sit in friendship and be a container and be quiet and peaceful and really deeply listen to what other people are saying. They can also have very much blind spots. You know, if you're in the sun and you dance and you flit, maybe you don't see, oh, there's somebody suffering here, or maybe I should seriously look at my bank balance and not just spend. And you know, sometimes the 3 can be so positive that they think everything will just work out. And where is the balance? Where is the reason? So you have to contain that 3 exuberance in a way that it is constructive and practical and realistic. The negative 3 can also be very, very critical of themselves and of others, and they can really hurt people with their words because they can express so well. If they can't contain their energy because they are so emotional, they will be verbal abusers or even physical abusers if they let their energy, their expressive energy, and what they repress inside of them, like anger or hatred or unresolved trauma, can come up and explode into negative behaviors. They can also talk too much. You know, those people that just can't stop talking about themselves often. So you really have to balance your 3 energy to express your creativity constructively, compassionately, and caringly. So they can also talk about trivia. You know, when people just talk about all sorts of nonsense and it doesn't really have any substance, is when you really just jabber about nothing in particular. So these people can also be very shallow. So the constant energy would be to be constructive, expressive, creative, yet inspiring and contributing, not just expressing and doing for negativity's sake. But yes, so these people often don't take responsibility. They just flit from the one thing to the other. They're so positive, they want to experience everything and express, but don't really take responsibility for you know, the bills and some relationships and your work. And you cannot just give into every impulse. But I want to end about the positiveness of the joyful expression, and that it really helps if you have a life path of 3 to just do things for the joy of it, to see the magic in life, to enjoy a sunset just for the beauty of it, to give a joyful smile just to make somebody's day happy, and to be generous, not expecting anything in return. So these are the wonderful, beautiful expressions of the number 3 life path. I hope you found it useful, and I will see you in the next video.